Okay, so I'm going to go over how to ensure that you have the best pictures to replace the pictures within your funnel and to ensure that the funnel maintains its look and feel, okay? First thing we're going to, let's say for example, this is your funnel, and everything I'm about to show you will apply to any funnel design that you have in your account. So the first thing is you're going to open one up, and I'm going to go to the sales page because the sales page has the most pictures in it. It's the longest page. So I'm going to go into preview mode. And this image here, we're going to find that image last, as well as this one. We're going to go to this one down here. And the first thing I want to point out is when replacing a photo, when you're looking to replace photos within the funnels, you want to take note of the shape of it. This is a vertical image. So if you want to replace this image, you will need to find an image that is similar shape. The second thing is some of the funnels have graphic elements attached to the photo, and those graphic elements are not something that the funnel builder created. This is something that was created outside of the funnel builder. So either it was done using Canva or Photoshop, but it is not something that will be automatically added to any photo you use to replace this. If you replace this, you will be replacing the whole thing. All right, so keep that in mind. Most funnels have some sort of graphic element attached to some of their photos. So keep that in mind. Okay, so how to find the size for this, right? How do you know that you're going to get the right size photo to replace in here? You're going to make sure your mouse is over the photo. You're going to right click. You're going to click on inspect, where it says inspect. And then this box appears down below. You're going to move your mouse over to where those links are. See, all I did was move my mouse down here, and then the image shows up. And you could tell that it's a transparent image, and it gives you two sizes: the render size and the intrinsic size. The rendered size is the size that is presented visually. And then the intrinsic size is the actual size of the photo. So this size is what you need to worry about, because you want to be sure that whatever photo you're thinking of, considering, is going to be similar to this size. And the rendered size, I'll show you in a minute how this changes. So keep this in mind. This is really the size you want to look for when replacing the picture, specifically this picture. And it would be specific to any picture you want to change in any part of any page of any funnel. Okay, so this is one example, and let's try a couple of other ones. So let's say you want to change this one, and you could tell that this image is more squarish. So obviously, if you find a photo that's rectangular, it will change how this whole area looks within your funnel. So it's important you follow these steps in finding pictures to replace within your funnel. So you're going to do the same thing. You're going to right click, click inspect, and then move your mouse down to what's highlighted, and the image pops up, image information pops up. And here you see again, rendered size and intrinsic size. The rendered size is again the size that is presented on the screen. The actual size of this photo is 1000 by 800 pixels. Okay, so let's do a couple more so you can get the hang of it. So here's another one. Let's right click this, go to inspect. I'm going to move my mouse down to where the links are, and then the image pops up and it tells me the render size, 125 by 125. The intrinsic size is 400 by 400. Okay, so let's do another one. Here, let's see. Okay, let's do this one. Right click, inspect. Sometimes it doesn't, you just have to click somewhere outside if it does that for you. So just go back again, right click, inspect, and then move your mouse down and it pops up. And this one is rendered is 200 by 200. The actual size is 400 by 400. Okay, so now you know how to do that. And we're going to go to how to give a rendered size, right? How would we give it a rendered size when the intrinsic size is 800 by 1067, but yet you're seeing it at 525 by 700? So let's go and take a look at that. We're going to go to the edit mode. And here's the photo that we're working on. Now, the photo can be bigger, as we already know. We've concluded this is a bigger size than it actually is presented. And there are two things that affect the size that is presented, and that is what size the space it is in. So because this space is limited, it's going to make it fit into this space. But let's say you wanted it even smaller. So you would go to the image options for that image. You make sure it's selected, the image, and then the image options show up on the left. And here you see where it says width pixels, height pixels. This is where you can start playing with the size and height. So let's say I put 100 width, and then it changes that right away. And that is how you would give the rendered image specifically for any space. Or you let it give its own rendered size based on the space that's available to it. All right, so let's go back because we still have the other photos to identify. And that would be this one here and this other one here. These background ones are tougher to identify the size and shape. And the way you would do these is still in the builder. You would go back to the builder and you would click where the background image is located. And in this case, it's in the column. As you could see, it's purple and it says first column setting. And you can also see here BG image, background image, right? So you see this link here, you're going to copy this link and you're going to paste it into another tab. You're going to hit enter. And when you're here, you're going to do the same thing, inspect, right click, inspect. And in this case, all you have to do is hover down here where the link is, as you normally would. And if you look to the left, you'll see a little white box. It says IMG, and it gives you the actual size, 776 by 621. And it will also show up down here right after the link. It says 776 is the width and the height is 621. So now you know the size and the shape of what kind of picture you would need to replace this one, and it would still maintain the look and feel of this specific layout. Okay, so we're going to do the next one, which would be this background. You go in here, go to the builder, you go to the background, and this one, the background is in a section, and this is the section menu, and you're going to go to BG image, which is background image. You're going to copy that link, and you're going to paste it in the browser, hit enter, and the same thing here. You come down and hover, and if you look to the left, there's a white little box, and it says IMG, and it gives you the size of the picture. And you can also see it down here where my cursor is. It says width 1242 by 621. Now you know what dimension the image for the background should be when you're looking to replace it. Okay, and that is very important. And the next thing I'm going to also tell you is that when you are sharing these files with us, you need to make sure you put them in the same folder as you've attached any copy that you will be sharing with us during your tech hours, okay? If you have any questions, just reach out and someone will get back to you.